Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Friends, yesterday we during the morning analysis we have discussed that market opened with the downside gap, right? Because the price has actually not touched the previous day's any in level, so it was opened with a downside gap. And I told in the morning that there is a high probability that the market may cover the gap, right? And that's what I have seen most of the time with especially in crude. And exactly you can see yesterday what had happened. Yesterday, even though market opened with a bearish candle and it took exactly support near to support 2, it broke the swing low, and from the S2 it took a support, and it started recovering, and you can see continuously it was recovering and it covered the gap, right? So this red line, I hope you remember, during yesterday's analysis, I told this is an important level and there is a high probability this level, the price can come to this level, right? Yeah. And all you know that yesterday there was an inventory report, even though the inventory report was saying the data showing that it is negative for crude oil, but crude oil actually went up, right? So now, since the gap is covered, this line is not important for us. Now gap is covered, so there is no gap, so we can delete it. Now, so, and you can see the best part is even during the closing hours, the buying pressure was actually going, right? It was actually in the buying mode. Buyers were dominating. Only last almost 45 minutes, the sellers were dominating. It was not so strong compared to the previous buyers rally. But overall, the market was actually given us a good trending day and it was on upside, right? So this was from the yesterday's short-term chart. So first we will see our NYMEX crude. NYMEX crude yesterday, again, I told you, these are the important levels and it is still struggling near to that level, right? And I can tell you that the trend may get changed if the closing is above this level. So as long as that, it may be a sideways day, or it can again start coming down and come to these levels, right? So the NYMEX crude is showing the same, and let us see in MCX crude what is showing in the daily chart, right? I will just open a daily chart here. Yeah. So this is a daily chart. In daily chart also, these levels were marked a couple of days back. You already remember why this is an important level for us. And you see exactly market went up to that level. From there, it started coming down. So friends, what I was slightly observing is one good thing what I have seen is, see the market from a very bottom level, market tried to recover, started coming down, from again started going up and started coming down. But again, it took support almost near to this level. And again, it started trying to recover it, right? And now we have a 20 EMA. Yesterday, the 20 EMA also supported here and it gave us a bullish candle. So there can be a there can be some buying pressure in this contract as of now. That's what just my thought. And in case if it closing above this level, this zone, then the trend may get changed to bullish trend, right? Otherwise, as I told before, it can again come down. Maybe it can settle somewhere here, then it can come down here. And only the closing is below these levels, then we need to be careful. It can go to a bearish trend, right? That's all from the previous chart. So today, since I am using a trading view, trading view has not updated today's chart. Today's chart basically is a February contract since yesterday was an expiry. So I'll show you in a terminal today's level. Right? This is a very important level. Now let me open a terminal. So in this terminal, you can see the CPR range here. The market already opened and you can see it was a continuous rally and the gap is filled. Even the gap was even created in February month contract also yesterday and it got filled. Now you see market the open with a slightly bullish candle, but it doesn't mean that it's a bullish, and it actually still actually does not given us any signal. Now, which are the important levels for us? One, this previous day's high, right? This previous day's high is very important for us. So this line should be, this level should be taken care, right? So as soon as this level get over, we have a resistance point. So this entire zone, I will keep it as an important zone, right? So if it sometimes there is a chances it can go up to this level and take a resistance and come down and come back and touch the CPR, because two rules I always say that price normally try to come back, come to CPR range, right? It's again a probability, not a certainty. So it is like at least a 60% of the time what I have seen is price may come to CPR range and take one time it will touch and it can again change the direction, right? So if at all it's taking a resistance at somewhere this level, it can come down and settle somewhere here, right? Or also, if you see the 20 EMA, 20 EMA is trading very far from the price. There is another probability that it can come down somewhere near to 20 EMA, and the 20 EMA will keep on change according to the price movement. So when now at some certain point of level, it will touch 20 EMA also, right? So we need to take care of that. So if at all it comes to this level, and if it's giving us any good buying pattern, that will be a good buying opportunity for us to again buy, and there can be a slightly buying interest happening from this level. Okay? But in fact, if at all if it breaks with the pattern, then it can come down. And here also we have important levels. We have support one, a weekly pivot, and previous day's low. So this entire zone is a support zone for us, right? So if at all if it breaks, there is a high probability it can take a support this level, right? We need to be cautious in the long, especially on the long side, if it breaks this level, right? And of course, I want to give you a disclaimer that these are all my personal view. So market carries risk. So do your own analysis, and before taking any trades, make sure you manage your risk properly. And we always make sure you should not take over exposure. You should not do blindly any trade, right? So that's all in this video. So these are the important levels which we already discussed. This zone and this zone are very important. Above those levels, see, if at all this breaks immediately, then it can go to this level and this level, right? This is assumed from here. You see, there was a huge selling pressure happened. So all you know that why at certain point the sellers are getting activated, why certain level buys are getting activated. If you don't know, I request you to attend my weekly webinar. Thursday, I conduct a webinar called Price Action Secrets. There I teach the psychology behind support and resistance, what is actually happening at the support and resistance, right? So that's all in this video, friends. So thank you very much. I will share some more video in the coming days. Share your feedback in the comment box, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe the channel. Hit on the like button and share this video with your other trading friends. Thank you very much.